Hello, everyone. Um, it's been a while. It's been a few months. For people from Greenpoint, you know me as the former Greenpoint local news director. And I'm here to talk about my band. Now, I've gotten a ton of direct messages asking me, what were you banned for and all that. Only a handful of people do know. And I'm not trying to do any drama here or anything. I'm just here to share my side of the story and all that. Okay, so on 5/29/2023, at approximately 11 a.m., um, Officer Law started banning me from the Greenpoint local or Greenpoint servers, starting with Greenpoint local news at 11:08. Now, I was banned from all of the servers, and that ended at 11:11 a.m. Now, for the people who aren't department heads or assistant department heads or anything like that, that that's pretty fast. Okay, so obviously either just Law himself, which I'm guessing that was, or a handful of administration moderators, all that. Although I'm guessing it's Law. Um, Started banning me from all the servers. Now, of course, they started with the Greenpoint local news, so I couldn't nuke the server or anything like that, which I would never go ahead and do that. So it went GLN, FBI, Customs and Border, FPS Dynamic Server, Department of Justice, Fire Department, National Guard, GMPD, Secret Service, Volunteer Fire Department, State Police, Fire and Rescue Department, DHS, GPA, Greenpoint Park Police, and the Greenpoint Marshal Service. Now, I say that I think Law did it all by himself is just within the span of 4 minutes, I got deleted or removed from all the servers, okay? Now, for people who aren't department heads, that's fast, okay? Basically, they have to go ahead and put an announcement in a department head area, which the department head and assistant department head has access to, and say, hey, remove this person, and then they give them their ID, okay? And the department heads aren't going to do it within 4 minutes at 11 a.m., right? Half of them are probably sleeping, okay? So it had to be either Law or the administration. I say it's Law because Law, he has something against me, okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. I don't know, okay? We used to be good friends, okay? Then all of a sudden, it just changed, okay? And law changed, okay? I'm gonna say that he never used to be uh this I don't even know how to describe it. He never used to be like this, okay? He used to be a fun person, okay? Right? Now, the reason they banned me here, according to Law, is the following video. No gun. Hands up. See if he still shoots me. Nigger. Beaner. Knitter. Bro, it's such a knitter. I hate knitters. Law was probably asleep, okay? He went ahead and said, slide City of Greenpoint server, right? I go ahead and slide the invite, okay? The first thing he does when he gets into the server, messages Wawa, Officer Law, who says, I have a message regarding baseballer, aka Mr. Gamer 2, me, right? He puts the video there and sends it over to Law, right? And plays bass. I know him in real life, okay? And from the screenshots you can see, we were on a call for a few minutes. He plays bass, trying to do it as a joke, right? He didn't understand the severity of it, okay? And from the screenshots you can obviously tell that, right? And he also sent it to Enforce, who, if you guys don't know, Enforce was my assistant director at the end. He was deputy news director for a bit, but with all that happening, if you know, you know. Not gonna. That's a different story for a different day. But Enforce was the last one. And he sent it to him, as you can see from the screenshots, obviously. And after that, Enforce directly messages me, right? And he messages me. I'm sorry, I message him first, right? He's not staff at this point, so he can't do anything about that, right? And Law. Okay, let me say this: the clip, is it real? Yes, yes, it is real. Did I say it on a live stream? No. Me and my friend, plays bass, was in a call. I was using OBS. I was sharing my screen to OBS, right? So that's why you see the overlays and all that, okay? And I was live streaming earlier, so I didn't feel like I wanted to change it, right? So if you look on my YouTube channel or Twitch, you can see anything. It's not there. There's nothing there, okay? Because it wasn't there. So did I say it? Yes. Was it on a stream? No. And according to Law, the reason I got banned was because of that clip, okay? That's the only reason I got to why I was banned, okay? And that's the only thing I did, like, within that few days span, right? After that, he banned me, like I said, earlier in the morning. Or later in the morning, I should say. Now, from some of the screenshots you've been seeing, he's done some questionable stuff. I'm not gonna get into that, but you can read it for yourself, right? And from the people that has asked me, why was I banned? That's the reason. That video clip. Okay. Now, personally, do I think I should have been banned for that? No. If he would have investigated it more, he would have seen, hey, there's nothing here on his YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. It was just that one clip, right? So later, a few months later, about July 10th here, I got a message from Live PD saying, hey, I heard that you want to appeal your ban. Is this true? And I could only assume Enforce told him, right? Because I wasn't even thinking about it. I moved on to a different community, not related to Roblox or anything. But I said, yeah, sure, why not, right? So I get in there. He puts me in a group chat with 10, Wawa, and himself, okay? I say, first and foremost, I've been an active member of the community for several years, showcasing my dedication and commitment, and yada, yada, yada. You know, you can see it on the screen. And Wawa says, as the person that banned you, I'm going to allow Live in Tennessee to handle it, right? And then he adds, I personally don't think your appeal should be accepted because prior to that, there was another issue with you, and I don't think we need to keep having the same issues. I just don't think it should be accepted, right? And I could, if I said anything else, I only thing I could say to that was thank you for your input. I wasn't gonna say anything else because in the chance that I might get unbanned, it's like, what am I supposed to do, right? Now I could have said a million things to him. I'm not gonna say it on here because I don't want to cause any drama or anything like that. Although this video probably already did that, or that's what law is gonna say. I'm just trying to share my side, right? Um, Okay, so he continued. I ask, any updates yet? He says, yeah, I thought someone said something. Your appeal was declined, right? So that's it. You can take it up to police officer if/when he comes back. Okay, I don't know. Now, multiple people have told me what's happened within the community. That it's died. It's dead. That's what people was telling me. Okay, I don't know how true that is. I don't know, but just looking from this, since they can't even tell me I my appeal was declined, I'm guessing it's dead. And when they say if police officer comes back, he's MIA. Okay, I don't want to know. I don't know. Okay, I'm I'm being told the community's dead and all this, right? So now I'm in a GTA 5 Xbox community, which I've wanted to join for a few years now. The name is CVCRP. It's a great server. I'd highly recommend it, okay? I'm the dispatch assistant there, soon to be dispatch director if everything goes as planned. So even if you don't have an Xbox and you still want to RP, right? Go ahead and join CVCRP, right? If don't know how to dispatch, I will teach you. Okay, they have an amazing staff. They have Zello, they got CAD, they got all this. It's amazing. But back on the topic here, right? The amount of things that have happened within that community is insane. So I was there since 2019, right? So that's 3-4 years. Okay, I've seen staff members leave, terminated, uh, staff members go up there, and all that. Uh, just to name a few, I was there when Vise was there, Silly Gamer, and all those people. I was there before Wawa even joined the community. I was there a few months before Flare-On joined the community, and uh, that kind of stuff, right? So I saw a lot of the community's history, and at first, when I joined the Greenpoint local news. First department I joined, it was awesome. Within a few months, I started becoming the high command in GLN, and I started speaking with Nano. Now, Nano, amazing person. He was the news director, the first news director for Greenpoint Local News, and we worked together very closely on a few things, right? And it was good for like a year or two, right? I started going up in the ranks, eventually becoming the assistant news director, and all that. Right now, as soon as I started becoming the director, assistant news director, and all that, I got to hear some of the stories, and it's not that bad. Okay. Um, However, early 2021, late 2022, I started talking to M-Boy about vehicles and developing and all that, right? Um, because GLN needed vehicles and all that, right? So I went ahead, right? He's been under investigation multiple times and all that, right? It's it's I don't know how he's still there. I mean, I know how. It's because he's the developer and they can't afford to lose him, right? Just the stuff he's done, okay? The point is, if you report him or do anything like that, he will hold it against you, regardless of if it's just a department thing or anything like that. Like if you're a department head, you cannot report him. He has immunity, okay? And I've heard multiple times um t- him go ahead and tell people um just harass them basically, right? And he's also told people, "No, I don't want another fleet developer and all that." There's only one reason they're suggesting another fleet developer. Okay, well, I guess there's two. One of the reasons is you're not active, okay? It took months for a lot of people, a lot of department heads to go ahead and get vehicles. Heck, some of the department heads are probably still waiting on the vehicles. GLN, it took like 3 or 4 months, which is it's horrible, right? Now, if he is a good person if you're on his side, right, okay, but some of the stuff like, hey, can you make me a vehicle? No, too tired, I'm busy, and all that. Sorry, been a bit busy, blah blah blah. Get another developer, but he refuses to get one, okay. And then just the harassment, like some of these screenshots I'm showing, like Dark is a, yeah, you see it, okay, and all that, right? And I no hate to Emboy, right? He's a good person most of the time, um, but yeah, okay. Now, when I put in a fleet request, it was half done. Okay, there's nothing that I wanted on there, and when I requested it to be changed, he said, no, make another fleet request, and all that. He half-assed it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Okay, it was nothing I wanted. Okay, and he was basically forced to do it. Okay, he was forced to do it by higher administration, right? And anytime I would go ahead and say, "Hey, do you have an update?" Anything like that, he'd either just ignore me, or actually ignore me is about it, or just make some excuse up, right? Like, hey, I'll get a better model in a few weeks, a few months, and it's like, it, it's interesting. Okay, I'm not trying to dog on Emboy. Okay, he's a good developer. Okay, he's a very good fleet developer. Okay, just some of the things he does is wild. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Now, if you guys have any questions about this, okay, you can go ahead, send me a DM. Okay, uh, anything like that. Okay, am I open to coming back to the community one day? Possibly. Okay, I say possibly because it is mentally draining. Okay, it's these few months that I've been out of the community have been one of the best months in the past few years. Okay, it's mentally draining. It's the harassment, the bullying. It's bad. It is bad there. I don't know if things have changed in a few months, but from what I'm hearing from people, it's not changed. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, am I open to come back to the community? Possibly. As a department head, maybe GLN, okay? As anything else, I don't know, okay? And the number one cause of this, in my personal opinion, I think, is law, okay? I applied for GMPD High Command, right? He didn't keep in consideration how good of a police officer I was in roleplay, right? Or anything like that. He took personal details and personal beliefs into seeing if I was going to be a, another police officer. So it was a chief of bureau command, right? and I applied for that, and the person who was the chief of it accepted it, and then he went ahead and overrid him, and I believe it was uh what's his name, Panthera Paradus or something like that, right? Um, so he told me, Panthera, that nah, everyone got promoted except me. So like, Law is taking it out on him because he did it, and he's in serious trouble now that he did it, even though he got it approved, right? Um, so I don't know. I don't know. The If Law ever went ahead and left the community, I would seriously consider going ahead and joining back. Okay. Now, a lot of people are gonna say, "Hey," like for example, Mboy will probably do this, but hey, baseball, there's a snake and all that. Like, calm down. It's a Roblox game. Okay, I'm just here to share my side of the story, so you guys are aware of the things that were happening and why I was banned and all that. Okay. Now, PlaysBase, he apologized. He tried to get it fixed, right? And he got banned for that. Okay, so I don't know if I don't know. And he even told him it was fake, right? And he was like, so I should ban you instead of him, correct? I'm not finding it funny, all that, right? Law basically, from how I took it, he messed up and he wasn't going to fix it or anything else, okay? Um I don't know. I don't know, okay? But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just go ahead and DM me, okay? You should all know my Discord info. If you don't, someone in the community will. And I'm gonna leave it there. I'd like to thank Live PD Mobile. He has been nothing but nice to me, respectful, hard when he needs to. He's been amazing. Okay. He's probably the best staff member there, in my opinion. Spark, you're definitely up there. I wouldn't put you at the top, but you're up there. Um, and yeah, I mean, some of the people I will have lasting relationships far beyond Greenpoint with. Okay, but again, any questions? Go ahead and DM me. That's gonna be it. Yeah, thank you.